I work with a lot of creators, from huge YouTubers to small YouTubers, and one thing that I noticed that they don't actually understand how to monetize. In this video I will help you do that, but I want to let you know that this is not going to be an over edited with huge graphics and fireworks, but more of like a talkative thing, because I wish when I started out I understand these principles, and I wished that somebody would just go into the topic and just talk about it more deeply, rather than making a 5 habit or an 8 side hustle video that would mean actually nothing in the long run. But if you understand these principles, and we talk like friends here, and then after you learn this from this video, you can actually implement it and try it out for yourself. Okay, so the first thing that we have to talk about is what to do. What do you need? What is going on? You need one product and one product only. I see a lot of creators having like download this pack here, buy my merch here, do this here, do that here, and that's okay, that's good for some people. But on the usual note, you first only need one product, because that is how you can focus on something. If you create a course and you publish it and just let it sit there, and you go on to the next thing and you make digital products and you push that, and then you make this and then push that, and you check the comment section and there is like 20 links and you don't know what is going on here. And this works if you are an expert, if you actually know what you are doing. But for most of you and most of YouTubers, you need one product, because that is something that you can be good at managing and that you can be proud of, because you need to be proud of your product. If you just put out something just to sell it, it won't make good money for you and you won't make a living from it. So how to actually make a product that people enjoy and you are proud of? Because you are proud of the product if people enjoy it, obviously. So what do you need for that? I think that in order to have a product that is worth buying, they need to remake what they spent on it. So if your product is like a course and you price it at $500 and people buy the $500 mark, but they make only $200, that's not a good investment for them. But if they make like $5,000, $10,000, and they get a skill that you can later on do to collect cash and to collect money, that's a good investment and people would invest in for that. What do you need to make your product that you are proud of and that is profitable is to have a problem that you solve. Like, what problem does your product solve? Does it help people get better mental health or create better content, or is it to shoot better in basketball? What is your quest? What do you trying to change in the world, and what do you trying to take people from point A who has a problem right here, and your product takes them over to point B and just solves that problem completely. And if you have something like this, and you probably have something like this if you have a YouTube channel, and this is something you already do in your own videos, so just check out what problems does your audience have and see what they need help with. And now we come to the fun part, because right now we have to choose how to package this product, because we talked about the product, but we haven't even mentioned like what is it actually. You probably heard of like courses, online courses that you can do, and maybe digital products that you can do, and physical products that you can do. So let's break them down and why you would use that and why you wouldn't use that in a situation. I think courses are very good because you are making something that is very hard to make, but you have to make it once, and then you can sell it multiple times without even having to be awake, so you can sell on your sleep as well. The problem with it is that it's oversaturated, in a sense that there are a lot of fake people out there who put out courses but doesn't actually help you with anything. So it's hard to create something that is actually good and that is actually doing what the product has to do, is solve people problems. I think it's a good income and you can price your courses very well, but I think that there is something similar at the end of the list that is so much better and quite the same, and I think that's the future. But before that, let's go to physical products. So physical products in this era, I think, are shit. It just comes so many struggles and so many problems. I know that e-commerce is a big market, and I know there are people crushing it, and a lot of people are crushing it, and I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not good at it, but I didn't want to be good at it because it's just, you face so many problems that you have to solve every single day, and you have to talk about refunds, and you have to talk about all of that, and you have to actually know the law because of the borders, and what are you paying on taxes because of the shipping, and things like this just makes me want to take a step back from physical products, even though it's a huge market, and I know that e-commerce is insanely huge, but you would have to learn a lot of things, and I don't think that it's worth your time, because if you will learn something else, you will make a lot more money online without the physical things. Also, the advantage of e-commerce is that it's a real business. So I don't know if internet dies somehow, and it wouldn't, but if internet disappears tomorrow, you still have something that you can sell on the streets. Maybe if you are having a chocolate brand, even if the internet dies, you still have something that you can sell, and you still have a business. So it's a positive thing for sure. But overall, I think that digital products are better. Digital products are the same like physical products, but on a digital form. Of course, you can't sell like pens on the internet, but you can sell like books transferred into ebooks. You can sell PDFs, you can sell templates, and these are good because this is similar to the courses. You only make it once and you can sell it multiple times. I think digital products are actually very good. The problem with it is that it's hard to make a lot of money with a few subscribers. Usual range for a digital product is not very high if we exclude the courses, so we just only include like templates, PDFs, ebooks. It's usually have to have a lot of sales to make a living from it. There is a disadvantage, but again, you don't have to care about shipping, you don't have to care about anything. It's just you make it one and it's good. Also, another problem with digital products is that it's easy to pirate and it's probably will get leaked. So if you are like an ebook, people will start to steal it and people will start to upload it and maybe sell it for cheaper. So they buy from you for $50 and then they start to sell it for $10, and if they make 5 sales then they are at equal, and then they just make profit from you even though you didn't give any access or permission for that. So that's again one problem with the digital products, but overall digital products are very good. You could consider it. I wouldn't advise. I would advise the next thing which we are going to talk about, which is communities. Because on YouTube, the goal used to be to have as many subscribers as you can, as many views as you can. But I think if you are doing YouTube videos and this is your approach, you are doing badly. Because right now, I think the huge thing that everyone has to utilize at the maximum rate is to create a community. It's to create a family of people with the same interest that you can use and you can talk to, and that is your own like little family. And this is what I push as well, and this is what I do as well, and this is what I advise to people to do. Because you can have 1 million subscribers and you can have 2 million subscribers, but if you don't have a brand and if you don't have a community, nobody will buy from you. And there are people with 1,000 subscribers where 100 people will buy from them. And that's insane ratio, but because they built a YouTube channel where they built a brand and not just chased virality and tried to go viral every single day and just tried the fastest editing tricks and like putting 70 million B-rolls in the first 5 seconds just to capture the attention, right here it's not working. Yes, it may work in views wise, but in order to sell more and in order to actually have good money coming in, you need a good community, a good family for yourself. Then you can get that community behind a paid wall. Maybe if you sell your own community with $99 a month and 10 people sign up, it's an insane amount of money. Okay, $1,000 is not insane amount of money, and you also have to remember that this is a monthly fee with communities. It's not like you buy it once and you are in. It's a monthly subscription model where every month you get the payment. So if you sell 10 in the first month with, for example, like a course, which is still $100, the same as your community. So you sell to 10 people, you make $1,000. And the next month it's over, you don't make anything. But with your own community, you have like 10 people who sign up for $100 a month. That's $1,000. But the coming up month is still $1,000 and $1,000 if you don't sign more clients. And if you can sign more clients, it's adding up. You still make money from people who signed up 2 years earlier. And this is why I say that this is the best thing. And this is what lets all the YouTubers make a lot of money. For example, I saw that Hamza had like a private school and he's making insane amount of money. Also as Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is the same. You may love him or you may hate him, but his Hustlers University is like a subscription to his own family where he teaches things. So on that note, we have to talk about like what do you actually put in that community so that people actually get a return on their investment. Because you remember that our number one rule was that we have something that makes people money and helps people to create value and to solve problems. So what you put behind this paywall is up to you, but I think what works the best is to have a course behind the paywall, maybe multiple courses even, and then weekly calls that you can have, talk to them, maybe events, maybe giveaways. You have a base value of courses. So when people sign up, they know that they will get this course and this course and this course. But after that, you can say that, and we also have like weekly calls, and all these things will start to add up because they understand that this course will be $100 alone, and this course will be $100 alone. And now they just get everything for $100 a month. But what's stopping them from getting the first month in, watching all your courses, and then leaving? And you don't see them again, and you just lost a lot of money compared to selling different courses. Things that they have to do during the month. So like weekly calls, they can join the calls and they can talk to you and you can talk to them. And this can't be replaced by a course because you have to be in the community to actually be able to jump on the call. Or maybe you have meetups and people only know about the meetups if they are in the community. And this business model is great because this is one product that you can always and always and always upgrade and maybe add more things to it, maybe switch this, fix that. And this is something that you can be actually proud of and you can continue to develop over the years. So people are satisfied and are in your community forever because they might pay $100 a month and that's not a lot in compared to maybe a $2,000 course. But if 200 people sign up, that's a very good income. And even for them, if they pay $100 but they get a lot of value back and they actually make $5,000 from you, or they just get a better life, or they learn how to shoot the basketball, it's worth it for them because they feel that they are connected to somebody that can solve the problem that they have. Another aspect of this community is the actual other people meeting other people. So I'm somebody who loves content and loves to talk about content, create content and do things like this, but in my neighborhood and in my city and in my country as well, it's very hard to find people similar to me, and I don't know anyone who does the same that I do right here. But online, I know a lot of people. And if you have a family with the same interest, people will be friends, people will find friends, and people can actually form relationships. This can be an absolute positive things for them because they might have been around and just talked about content all day long and nobody cared about it. But right now they can talk about content very happily because there are thousands of people who listen to him and talk back, and they have discussions, they learn about things and they share it with each other. And this is so much more valuable than just having a course which you teach it, you sit there like do this, do that, and that's it. They can't really ask anybody, they can't really progress with anybody because it also has that these people who are in the community may be on the same level and they can encourage each other and they can motivate each other to level up and do better. So all in all, I think communities are the best and you can use school, Discord. I actually have a free community Discord that you can join and do the same. Talk about content and find people like me who loves content and to upgrade your own content game because this is the future. You need to have content. Everyone does it. Look around. Every big celebrity, every big YouTuber, every like Iman Gadzi, oh, his business is software and this course, but in reality, they have to create content in order to drive traffic to these things. So content is the base for everything. And if you want to learn more about content, and if you want to talk to people about content, come join my Discord. It's 100% free. And before I let you go, I still want to talk about how to actually price this community because it's another topic that you don't feel like you're worth $100 a month, even though you could easily charge that. So how do you charge? It really depends. Like you can take from multiple perspectives. One perspective that you can look at is what you want to make. So if you want to make like $10,000 a month and you want to price it at $1,000 a month, your community, then you only need to have 10 people in it to reach your goal. But if you push it down to $100 a month, you need 100 people to have the $10,000 a month. So you can think about like how much do you want to make, and then you can see that how many people you have to get there in order to make it. So I think it's probably easier to get 100 people for $100 a month than 10 people for $1,000 a month. Or another perspective that you can check out is from the value perspective. What they get. So if they pay $100, how much money they can potentially make from it, or how much do they gain from it. And if you think that they can make $5,000 with this tactic, for example, in this video, what I tell you right now, and if you follow these instructions, I think that you can easily make like $10,000 a month. So I could price this video at around like $100 or $1,000, because in theory you can make $10,000 a month. Also, pricing your products low is a common strategy that is, I think, misunderstood, because if you buy a course for like $20, you might not actually finish the course because it was just $20 and nobody gives a fuck, and you think that it doesn't brought you results, but you just haven't done the work. But if you have a course that you bought for $2,000, you now spend $2,000 a course, now you want to have something from it. So you will actually finish, you will actually do the things that they taught you, and now you are making a lot more money and it feels good. So if you price your product too low, they won't take it seriously and you will have bad reviews because nothing happened, because they didn't put the work in. It's not your product, but they didn't put the work in because they didn't take your product seriously. But if you price your product up, they will take it more seriously and they will be encouraged to take actual steps in order to succeed. One more perspective that you can look at is, what do you teach? So if you teach basketball and how to shoot for beginners, maybe you can't price your course for $100,000 because a 16-year-old who wants to learn how to shoot a basketball won't buy your course for $1,000. But if you teach how to add like a funnel system to your marketing agency that would let you make $50,000 a month, then you can price your thing up, because that person probably is interested in quadrupling their income, and they probably already making a lot of money because they have a marketing agency and they are looking to level up. So you have to think about your buyers as well and what are their financial situation right now. Hope it gave you some advice and hope it gave you some knowledge that you can use and you can elaborate and you can start building your own content machine and your own content business, because this is the future and I will talk more about this in depth. Don't forget to join our Discord and ask for me and I will help you with your content. It's not just monetizing, but how to create content, what to create content about, and everything. Just come into my Discord and ask me. Thank you very much.